Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Denise Tan, and in tonight's Game Plan, we'll catch up with the Meralco Bolts 3x3 squad, the newly crowned champs of the third leg of the PBA 3x3.
We'll also take a look at the Cignal HD Spikers campaign in the 2022 Spikers Turf. And we'll get to know the finest badminton players in the country and their preparations for bigger international competitions. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. The second season standings of the PBA 3x3 League is heating up after an amazing run by the Meralco Bolts in the third leg. Take a look at this, the finals against the J&T Express Meralco Bolts, finishing that one 17-14 with Alfred Batino leading away with 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Joining us tonight are the hard-working Meralco Bolts themselves, Tonino Gonzaga, Raymar Caduyac, and Leo De Vera. Champions again, congratulations and welcome to the game.
Thank you. Thank you, po. Thank you.
Zags, I want to start off with you first. Syempre, this Meralco team has always been contenders. It's always going to be tough beating you guys. Pero what does this title in particular mean to you, especially coming close in the previous legs?
Well, it means a lot because I think this leg we weren't there offensively, but our defense was there. In all games, our defense was tough, and we trusted each other. We moved the ball. I think we had the most assists. We were up there in the assists this leg. So it showed that our system and the foundation that we've been building since the start of 3x3 is starting to show. And just proud of our team and what we've been doing this past couple of weeks and months of preparation.
Raymar, ikaw naman, as we all know, galing kang limitless and you do have that winning culture sa 3x3. Ano naman masasabi mo at basa mo sa chemistry and the relationship that you have with this Meralco team?
Syempre, masaya kasi yun nga, nakakuha ulit ng championship. Yung samahan kasi din ng Meralco is maganda kasi kumbaga talagang bond yung samahan namin. Kumbaga trusting each other. Pinagkakatiwalaan nila ako sa mga decision ko. Kumbaga binibigyan nila ako ng kumpiyansa sa team na i-run yung mga plays. Kumbaga mag-guide sa kanila.
Leo, of course, you were part of that big 7-1 run that helped seal the win in the finals. Can you talk a bit about yung finals game ninyo against J&T? And of course, let's talk a bit about si Batino as well kasi of course, not able to join us here. Pero the both of you really combined towards the end sa finals na yun.
Oh yeah, it was a big accomplishment, especially for him and I being the big men on the team. Really stepped up. Also, playing good defense all around and being the role player in the team, stepping up. I knew I needed to score, and not just one person can carry the team, but as a group together, knowing our roles and carrying each other defensively, offensively to compensate and supplement each other. It was a really big key factor coming into the finals, and the defense really what Gonzaga was talking about. Really clinched the finals game and to solidify that championship.
Leo, as we all know, you guys went up against TNT in the semis, another veteran team that beat you in finals or the finals of leg 1. How big was that win in the semifinals as you entered the finals last Sunday?
Actually, that was a very big game for us. Losing to Talking Tech twice already. I told the team, I made sure that we huddled and we talked like, magbawi naman tayo. We have to really get this win. So we really had to step up. I really had to step up, and all around, I really wanted to make bawi and beat them. And that was that led the confidence from the semifinals to the championship game. We knew it's going to be ours talaga. going throughout the whole leg.
Zags, kanina pinag-usapan natin yung winning culture ng Meralco. Of course, this is the fourth overall title in terms of leg championships para sa Meralco. Can you tell us a bit about how your culture has developed? Kasi syempre, especially this season in particular, a couple of new faces in the group trying to incorporate those pieces. What does it say about yung grupo nyo, yung core ninyo, that you can maintain the winning tradition you started last season and carry it over here?
I think credit goes to Coach Pat, who's built the foundation since no first conference, mga this time last year. Ano naman, yung kultura kasi sa amin, we just work hard. Hindi namin iniisip kung sinong magpupuntos. Tapos, ang maganda dyan, mga talented yung mga addition namin this year. Siyempre si Raymar has won it, Leo, Ken, JJ have already won it also in different conferences. Tapos it's just nice na may bagong addition sa team na we can also learn from them. At the same time, kinikip pa rin namin yung mga kultura na maganda sa amin. Like playing defense and working hard sa practice, adjusting to each other's games, tapos being selfless. So, yun lang. We're just glad also to learn from them as well.
Raymar, alam natin, second season na nga to ng 3x3. And when you talk about 3x3, di may iwasan, sasabihin talaga yung physicality. Lahat ng team dyan, sanay na sa banggaan. At yung sinasabi natin, palitan na ng mukha, no? But what do you think Meralco's edge is? At ano nga ba yung kailangan ng bawat team dito sa tatluhan?
Yung sa Meralco kasi kumpleto yung ano namin kumbaga kumpleto yung lineup, andun lahat May big man ka na, may stretch four na may shooting, andyan si Kuya Tonino na sobrang athletic na malakas. Then kumbaga kami ni Mokon na lang yung kumbaga nagdadala sa team na i-guide din yung kung paano gawin yung mga plays. Kumbaga yung pagkakaiba lang din sa ibang team namin na kumbaga sobrang hard talaga din kasi ng practice namin binubuhos namin sa practice. Sobrang competitive namin doon kaya pagdating ng games namin medyo na kami kumbaga nadadalian kasi sa team practice pa lang physical kumbaga pick kuna na kami doon.
Well, it looks like that every time you hit the floor for the Meralco Bolts. Pero Zags, before we go, ano yung promise mo to yourselves, to each other, go looking for title number 5, leg title number 5, and of course all the Meralco fans out there who are getting into 3x3 basketball?
Well, yung results bahala na, no? Pero gagawin lang namin yung best namin, yung process ng pag-improve. Marami pa rin kami pwedeng i-improve upon and hopefully, no, it would be enough to win the next leg. And we're confident that we have a good chance of winning the next leg, especially sa experience namin sa past 3 legs. So yun lang, magsisikap lang kami. So tuloy lang supportahan kami, Meralco Bolts fans.
Thank you very much, Tonino. That was Tonino Gonzaga, Raymar Caduyac, and Leo De Vera, the Meralco Bolts 3x3 team champions in the latest leg. Maraming salamat.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, after the break, we'll look into the Cignal HD Spikers Silver Medal campaign and the 2022 Spikers Turf. Stay tuned, you're watching The Game. the game. The Cignal HD Spikers finished with a silver medal in the 2022 Spikers Turf. And to talk more about their campaign, we have here in the studio Mark Espejo, Rex Int'l, Isay Marasigan, and Coach Dex Clamor. So, good evening, gentlemen. First and foremost, congratulations with that silver.
Thank you.
I didn't. Relax lang kayo. Bakit? It's still a win. Pero sige, unahin na kita, Coach Dexa. Kasi as we know, during the eliminations, it was a 5-1 record and you guys only lost to Navy.
Yes.
And you saw players step up, especially nung, Mark was sidelined because of an Achilles injury. What can you say about what your team was able to do and how they fought all throughout?
Well, during the elimination round, hindi namin in-expect na matatalo kami ng Navy. So, actually, it's not being overconfident dun sa game. Siguro lang hindi lang kami nawala yung mindset namin talaga dun sa elimination round. And after that, bumawi kami right away. Kaya nakuha namin siguro yung elimination game namin against Santa Elena.
All right, so let's address the reason why we laughed earlier. All right, Mark, how do you feel?
Masaya kasi tapos na yung season, pero well, di namin nakuha yung gusto naming lahat, pero happy pa rin kami dahil walang injuries na nangyari.
And of course, syempre, the level of competition. Syempre, let's remind everyone that NU did come in as underdogs kasi syempre, yung team niyo on paper, grabe talaga eh. But then, what does it say about yung level of competition dito sa Spikers Surf, dito sa Philippines Men's Volleyball, na a team like you could have such a hard time and even take a loss against a team like NU?
It's a matter of talaga, kahit naman ganun yung college team sila, mas naging prepared sila compared sa amin. Siyempre, college team, nagsimula yun, mas maaga sila nagsimula mag-training. Of course, they had tournaments outside the country before ng Spikers Turf. So, mas doon sila naging lamang sa amin. And at least, ayun pa rin, masaya pa rin kami na ganun pa rin yung natapos ng Spikers Turf.
We know that during the finals, both games finished in the fourth set. Ano sa tingin nyo, or what did you guys see on the floor na pwede pa natin i-tweak come the next conference?
Rex.
Sorry, what was the question?
No, because diba 2 games, it ended in 4 sets. So, did not extend it. Siguro yung pwede nyo pang i-improve at pagtrabahuhan as you prepare for the next conference.
Sa amin siguro yung tiwala sa loob ng court, tiwala sa isa't isa. Isa yun sa parang mas lumamang yung NU. Kasi nakita ko I have to give credit to the whole NU team kasi nakita ko, ako personally, nakita ko parang yung past namin, nung college kami, yung gutom na gutom, yung merong gustong patunayan. So nakita namin yun sa mata ng mga NU players na walang takot, walang kinikilala. And masasabi ko lang, maganda na may ganitong competition sa Spikers Turf. And mas na-inspire kami to do better, to not be stagnant, to always have room for improvement. And so, yun. In terms of sa NU naman, yung iba doon, national team players, masabi ko, the future looks bright for the Philippine national team.
I want to go back to the awarding, no? Individual awards, of course, si Mark got Best Outside Hitter, Isay, Best Opposite Spiker, si JP, Best Middle Blocker. I mean, the list goes on and on. Parang lahat nasa team nyo na. Just maybe describe the feeling that you had for your teammates. Gaano kayo ka-proud na, even though you didn't get that win in the finals, you know that people were really giving their all. Coach?
Well, actually, during the Game 2 finals, nung sinabi sa akin kung sino yung mga may award, kinausap ko kaagad sila. Sabi ko, maganda na may award kayo, pero mas better kung makukuha natin yung championship. So, kailangan nyo talaga ng focus. So, yun. Pinagtrabahuhan naman talaga ng bawat isa ng mga awardee. Pero, again, malaking bagay kung talagang napakita nila yun during the Game 2 para nagkaroon pa kami ng Game 3.
Coach, a lot of athletes that I've talked to in the past would always say na after the tough loss, gusto nila mag-training the next day.
Yeah.
Did you? Or...
Yeah, maybe next week. Yeah, next
Hindi
week.
totoo yun. Parang hindi totoo yun.
Next
Pahinga
week.
kahit one day.
Pahinga one day.
Pero nag-move.
After nga
Pero
natalo, nag-solve mag-training agad eh.
parang after nga ng talo, gusto namin game kagad ulit eh.
Well, of course, it's always going to be a bit difficult after loss like that. Pero Mark, syempre, you know, Rex talked about this being a reminder that you can't stay stagnant no matter how strong any team is on paper. Pero what do you feel does the team need to improve on as a group, as a unit, para next time around it won't end up like this at you're on top of the podium again next season?
Siguro, yung team chemistry talaga. Kasi pag nasa crucial na, and alam mo yun, yung mga latter part na ng set, yung team chemistry yung mangingibabaw talaga. Hindi na yung skills, hindi na yung parang kung malakas ka ba. And siguro yung gelling talaga ng team na parang kung sino yung humawak ng bola, may tiwala ang bawat isa. And siguro mas, for me, parang papakita ko na mas kailangan pang hasain yung basic skills. Kasi kita-kita naman sa end na during finals namin, sobrang basic na nila gumalaw. Ma-receive sila ng tama, misreceive sila. Alam kung sino yung kukuha ng second ball and yung third ball. Sa amin kasi nung finals namin parang sobrang erratic namin. Takbo kami ng takbo, hindi namin alam kung sino yung kukuha ng bola. And siguro yun yung kailangan pa naming ayusin papunta sa next conference, Spiker Surf.
Coach, during the finals, there was the time you mentioned also that you wanted to utilize more bench players.
Yes.
Of course, when you talk about chemistry, hindi lang pwede yung 6 na nasa loob.
Yes.
Are you looking into that in preparation? Kasi in 1 week, sabi mo, magte-training na kayo, di ba?
Yeah. Actually, during the Game 2 finals, we made an adjustment talaga. Iba yung first 6 ko ng Game 1, iba yung first 6 ko ng Game 2. Nag-deliver naman like si Peter Torres, si Jewel Asia. Bench players sila pero nag-deliver sila during Game 2. Medyo nagkulang lang talaga. And of course, we will work on that aspects. Yung magamit yung bench players kahit crucial game para baka sakali mag-contribute.
Gentlemen, I cannot wait to see yung comeback ninyo. Kasi, syempre, you know, I feel that with the lineup that you have, at syempre the talent that you have, the revenge season is going to be very fun and
Yes.
interesting. Gentlemen, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
on over. We can't wait to hear from you soon. At syempre, good luck sa next seasons and your next exploits wherever you guys may go. Maraming salamat.
Thanks, guys.
So after the break, we'll find out how the Philippine national badminton team prepares for the tournament on the international stage. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. back. You're watching the game. The Philippine national badminton team is ready to smash their way into bigger tournaments and are hoping to get an international attention. Now let's get to know the members of Team Philippines and hear about their journey in this latest edition of Inside the Game.
I'm Philip Joe Persueta, Assistant Coach of Women's and Men's Doubles of Philippine Badminton National Team. Actually, kasi from last year, non-stop na yung training namin. So, from Makati, lumipat kami ng Antipolo. And then, now, andito kami ngayon sa Moro. Kasi, non-stop na. Kasi, sunod-sunod din yung tournament namin.
I'm Alvin Rada, 25 years old from PBA Smash Pilipinas. So, actually, sa badminton talaga sa Philippines, kaya na natin sumabay sa ibang bansa eh. Kulang na lang talaga sa mga exposure parks kasi minsan nahuhuli kami sa tournaments, kulang lang sa tournaments. Pero kung titignan talaga kasi before nakasali na rin ako sa mga Super Series tournament, nakikita naman namin na match naman kami sa kalaban. Pag bandang huli lang kami talaga yung kinakapos konti, ganun.
I'm Alisa Isabel Leonardo, 25 years old. I'm a member of the Philippine Badminton National Team. Nakikita ko po naman pag nagko-compete po kami is nakakasabay po kami talaga sa mga ibang countries. Ang problema po is parang hindi din po kasi ganun katuloy-tuloy yung like yung tournament. So parang may time po na example katulad po ngayon, kunyatong nanalo po kami. If wala pong kasunod na tournament, parang malulow moral din. Parang nagbaback to zero. So yun po yung isang tingin kong problem.
My name is Thea Marie B. Pumar. I'm 24. I'm part of the national team of the Philippines. And super important po niya kasi it helped my family all throughout. Hanggang sa kapatid ko po na bunso. Without paying any tuitions. And from connections, like pagdating sa work, parang good advantage din siya.
Hoping kami na mas dumami pa yung mag-support sa badminton para mas dumami pa yung mga tournaments namin.
Thank you to all the Filipino fans that supported us all throughout our journey in our badminton.
And that was a special feature on our country's finest badminton players. Now we cannot wait to see them back in action and we wish them all the best in their upcoming endeavors. Now let's talk about a different type of representation for the Philippines. The FIBA Women's World Cup has officially concluded with Team USA taking home the championship over China 83-61. Now with us today is someone who actually witnessed and covered the games for the biggest women's basketball event in the world. Let's hear more from my co-host and one of the ABC Women in News and Sports correspondents, Denise Tan. Denise, ang haba pala ng introduction ko and you're right beside me. Pero syempre,
Hello.
of course.
Kita mo yung accent ko. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, so right now, obviously, you had the chance to go there and witness a women's game in the biggest stage possible. Unang-una, can you tell us a bit about it, how that experience was, and what you actually did there?
Well, it was an initiative of ABC, Women in Sports International Development, wherein they really want to get more women in sports, covering it, being part of it, and not boxing people in because as we know, ang konti pa talaga ng babae in a sports media.
Yeah. And of course, you're doing a great job being part of that. And of course, as well as Bigo and the rest of your colleagues there. You had the chance to watch international basketball at the biggest level for women's. And Australia, obviously, I'm sure it must have been crazy. But Team China also had a great contingent there. Can you tell us a bit about the atmosphere and the basketball you witnessed?
It was incredible, especially when I was covering and when I was watching even the Australian game, especially when Lauren Jackson, of course, a legend for the Opals, went in. It doesn't matter if she was shooting, she was warming up, she was just tying her shoelace. Everybody would go crazy. She's a 4-time Olympian for the Australian national team, a 2-time WNBA champion, and a 3-time WNBA MVP. So it just made sense. And I know B was also on the show a couple of days ago, and we did learn a few cheers. The Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yep. So we were just enjoying everything. We were taking it in. We were being present. And that was with the Opals. Of course, that was home game. Pero pagdating dun sa China, 21,000 the capacity of Sydney Superdome. And every time China has a game, you feel like that's a home game for them.
Yeah.
Ganun katindi.
Alam mo, we could talk about this for hours on end, especially talking about Team USA's another victory and how dominant they are, including record-breaking wins. But then that's all the time we have. Denise, maraming salamat again.
Thank
and you know what? You can continue to work on your accent. Good day, Mike. Okay.
Thank you for that. And thank you for joining us. I'm Denise Tan.
And I'm Paolo Del Rosario. This has been The Game.